Every fighter jet in history has been shot down. Every single one. The Spitfire, the Mustang, even the stealth F-117. Except one. The F-15 Eagle, 104 kills, 0 losses. For nearly 50 years, it has done something no other aircraft in history has managed. It has never bled. Welcome to ShadowWorks. Today we open File 6, investigating the legends of the sky. We start with the plane that was built to kill a ghost and ended up ruling the world. The F-15 was born from a Cold War ghost story. 1967. CIA satellites spot the MiG-25 Foxbat. Massive wings, brutal engines. American analysts assumed they were looking at a super fighter that could outturn anything in the sky. They were dead wrong. It was a flying brick, fast but clumsy. Built to intercept bombers, not dogfight, but the mistake had already been made. The Air Force had ordered a plane to kill a monster that didn't exist, and accidentally created something far more terrifying. The requirements were insane. Thrust-to-weight ratio greater than 1:1. In simple terms, the engines produce more force than the entire aircraft weighs. Strap yourself to this machine, point it at the sky, and you don't climb. You accelerate. Gravity becomes optional. You're flying a rocket with a cockpit. The design motto was brutal, not a pound for air to ground. This jet had one purpose: clear the skies, kill anything with a red star on the wing. But speed alone doesn't explain the record. Because in 1983, the F-15 proved something impossible. During a training exercise over the Negev desert, Israeli pilot Zivi Nedivi was flying an F-15 in a mock dogfight with an F-4 Skyhawk. They closed too fast. Collision. The F-4 exploded instantly. Nedivi felt a massive jolt. His F-15 went into a violent spin. He slammed the afterburners to full power, fighting for control. The tower was screaming at him to eject. His wingman was yelling at him to eject. Every instrument was red, but Zivi Nedivi kept flying. He didn't look outside. He just focused on the controls. Stabilized the spin, pointed the nose toward base. He was 10 miles out. He pushed the throttles forward and flew. The plane was shaking violently. The handling was wrong, but it was responding. He came in hot. Twice the normal landing speed. Caught the arrestor cable. The plane screeched to a halt on the runway. Only when he climbed out of the cockpit did he see it. The ground crew saw it first. They started running toward the plane, then stopped, frozen, mouths open. Because sitting on the tarmac, smoke pouring from its engine, was half an airplane. The entire right wing was gone. Sheared off at the root. Zivi Nedivi had just flown 10 miles and landed a fighter jet with only one wing. How? McDonnell Douglas engineers later explained. The F-15's fuselage is so wide and generates so much lift that the body itself acts like a wing. Combined with the massive engine power, it didn't need 2 wings. It just needed speed. Usually, fighter jets retire after 30 years. The F-15 is pushing 50. And it isn't retiring, it's evolving. The Air Force tried to replace it with the F-22 Raptor. But they couldn't build enough. Too expensive, too complex. Production shut down at only 187 aircraft. So they went back to the Eagle. The new F-15EX Eagle II is a missile truck. While the stealth F-35 creeps in silently, the F-15EX flies behind it carrying 12 massive air missiles. The stealth jet finds the targets. The Eagle erases them. It's the bouncer of the U.S. Air Force. Technology evolves. Stealth comes and goes. Avionics get outdated. But there are fundamentals that never change. Thrust, maneuverability, and the refusal to die. The F-15 mastered all 3. And that's why, after half a century of combat, it remains what it was always meant to be. The last thing enemy pilots see before the sky swallows them whole. The F-15 relied on speed and power. But there is another plane that relies on something else entirely. A gun so devastating they had to build the plane around it. Join us next time as we investigate the A-10 Warthog, the tank killer. Click here to subscribe so you don't miss it.